Makes the Golem art here. Happy Halloween. Scary. Okay, so here I am creating my second Halloween themed painting. Okay, so I did want to let you know that I am using stencils and spray paint. The skull stencil I made myself. Honestly, just Google some images and find a skull. I just drew it on a piece of paper, cut it out, and there we go. And it just kind of helps with making an image quickly when you're painting. There's no point in making it harder than it needs to be. The spray paints I use are non-toxic, water-based artist spray paints so that I can use them indoors safely. Now it has to dry for a few minutes because it's really wet. At this point I actually worked on a different painting, but we're focusing on this one here. So this is now dry. So it's time to see what else we have. Honestly, for these I'm really just using a combination of intuition and experience in doing art. So now I'm thinking I want the skull to look a little more 3D, so I'm making some dark behind and underneath to make it pop forward a little more. Beautiful. Not often you hear skull being called beautiful, but at Halloween, it's okay. And here you see me putting some shadows in the eye socket there, and I'll do the same thing in a nose socket. It just helps with the realistic element and kind of gives it that 3D pop. So often when I'm painting, especially when I'm painting intuitively, I'll do something and then I'll kind of stand back for a second and I'll realize that I kind of overdid it or I don't like it and I want to reverse that a little bit. Do the back and forth thing. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's too much. Let's pull it back. That's what you're seeing me doing now. I actually took a wet wipe, which is alcohol based, that it can basically wipe paint back off. So I didn't like the closed in feeling of that black on the top closing in the skeleton too literally, with too much line. So I'm wiping off that black paint a bit with the wet wipe to subtle it up a little more and blend. So it's a neat way to, like if you got a harsh line and you want to soften it, rub it with an alcohol wipe. There's a tip for you. I also don't want the underpainting to be completely obliterated, of course. So wiping some paint back off will bring the background painting that we started with kind of more in the forefront again. But I like the mysterious element of having the underpainting and then painting something on top, because it really gives it a lot more depth and some mystery and character, which is perfect for Halloween. Very mysterious. Very mysterious. So I wanted to let you know the white I'm using is zinc white rather than titanium white. And I like it because it's already a bit transparent, unlike regular white. That means that I can, put it on above the skull there, and when it's dry, it will still show some of the background through. But if you don't have zinc white, you can make titanium white transparent by mixing it with a little water into the paint. The more water you add, the more transparent the paint is. Just have to make sure it's not drippy unless you want it to be drippy. And we have the final product. Let me know in the comments what you think I should title this piece. Here's our second drip. This one is the simplest one of the 4 paintings that I did from my drippy backgrounds, and it's basically just the spider web on the darker background. Because the background was dark, I decided to start with white to bring some light and brightness to the painting. You can see by the fact that I put LG in the bottom of the painting already that I kind of thought it was finished. And then at the last minute decided, hey, I need more fluorescent. So I'm fussing. I do that sometimes. Now I'm using spray paint but upside down, which is spritzing it, and there you go. That's the final product. Again, I don't know what this one's titled, but I thought it turned out really cool. Thanks so much for being here at my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you get some value from being here, and please like and subscribe. Mwah! Peace and love, and happy Halloween. Bye.